Welcome back, everyone. Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again to give you guys another fresh look. And today, very excited for this one. Been looking forward to it ever since we saw it behind Kevin Eastman in that big reveal, which wasn't really a reveal at all. But you know what? Who cares? This is the Target exclusive cartoon TMnT Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady.
Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop.
But it clearly says at the top of the box, Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady.
Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with an overlord from Dimension X, but here's some cool illustrations of Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady, and those look great, like they came right from the episode, and you get a little bit of a write-up on the back. It's the same old, with everyone involved with the creation of these figures, so thank you very much for that. And here's the barcode as well. They're starting to hit Target store shelves now. Again, like I said, very excited for this. It's just, I love the Cartoon Turtles line, so this is going to be a blast. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new Target exclusive cartoon TMnT line, Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. Or if you want to switch the names, you can go for that as well, by NECA Toys. And while I got all you cybernetic mutants here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my YouTube videos. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates, a whole heck of a lot of Ninja Turtles apparently. I guarantee you'll find something here that you like. Now, to kick it off, here's everything out of the box, and you get some pretty cool accessories overall. Very show-specific accessories, which NECA Toys does in spades, right? Not necessarily accessories that are from the particular episode entitled Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop, right? But you do get some epic weapons. So these are all kind of weapons that have appeared in certain episodes, pretty much the first season, right? Nice scope on the gun, really nicely detailed, really nicely painted, however. I will tell you, and kind of slipping it through the hands, it kind of has scratched up already. So my advice is to heat up the hands, slip it in nice and good, and then keep the hand attached and swap them out when you want. Same thing with this blaster gun right here. Not necessarily, I mean, you can soup up these robots if you want with these weapons, but these are mainly like, here's some accessories from the show throughout, including the parking meter, right? Very cool. This is my favorite accessory, I think, overall. It's just so well done. It's all busted and broken, but the piece of earth, like they pulled it out, is such a nice little attention to detail, right? That's fun. That's just putting the extra oomph right there that NECA brings. So it's like they ripped it right out of the ground. I absolutely love this thing. And then you have a bomb, right? Well, I'm sure I'll figure out where this exactly came from, and you'll see it with the character holding it here. And if I don't, you can tell me down below. But this one, I can actually tell you this is the Polarity Deflector from the episode Return of the Technodrome. Krang gives it to Shredder, and you can see him holding it here, and yeah, it's pretty wild. Really nicely painted, I'll tell you that. Very cool, all the little diodes, and it's just a very 80s cartoon device, right? Kind of scratched up a little bit. I did that when I yanked it out of the box. That's my fault right there. And then you have several hands, and they're all interswappable because both the characters can use the hands, right? There's not just one's for Bebop, one's for Rocksteady. They can all use it. And when it comes to Bebop himself, man, that's a good looking figure right there. I absolutely love the way, first of all, it's perfectly done, perfectly captured. What else would you use this mold for? They're always original molds, right? So that's awesome. The colors, he's got a little play button right there on his belt. The pops of color with the yellows and the reds amongst the blacks and the light grays and the whites and such. That is just so cool. He just looks so mechanical. They both have peg holes on the bottom of their feet, so you can use stands if you'd like. But they are pretty dang sturdy. I got to give it to him. Just go easy with the mouth right here. The mouth opens and closes, not so much as Rocksteady's does, which I'll show you. But for me, because I'm just dumb, I flipped this up too hard, and I almost took out the nose ring. So be very careful. Don't do what I did, right? Just go easy on him overall, and go easy on the shoulder cannons and everything else. You know what I mean? It's the NECA, like, you just light touch with these figures. Go easy on the shoulder pads. Go particularly easy on the joints. A lot of times recently I've been saying, you know, NECA's kind of worked on it. A lot of the joints for the figures have been pretty fluid. You haven't really had to heat them up all too much. These ones kind of take a backtrack to that. They are incredibly stuck, especially in the elbows, especially in the knees. So go very easy. Everything else pretty much moves okay. They stand pretty darn good, and they articulate well for a mechanical Bebop, right? And go easy on these little cannon shoulders. But Rocksteady himself, equally just as cool, right? He's got the yellow, he's got all the silvers. I like the attention to detail in the ear. That's straight from the episode. Watch the cartoon, you'll see it. The mouth opens and closes a lot more than Bebop's does, except you don't have to almost break off a nose ring, right, to kind of move it around. Head articulation, arms, same deal, elbows, knees. He does have some upper diaphragm rotation. He's got some waist swivel as well, but I really like the little tape deck car CD player right there, and of course the cannon on his arm. Those are equal, just little nods, right? Just so 80s. They're so cartoony. Absolutely love it. So you do get some range of motion here and there, but again, for the most part, for me, I don't articulate the heck out of these things. I kind of just lightly pose them, maybe put a weapon or two in their hands, and then they go right on the shelf, and that's really where they stay. You'll see me pull them out in multiple videos. They're always looking the same because they really don't get moved around all too much. But if you want to use the guns and the parking meter and kind of soup them up a little bit, you can definitely do that. I think that these look good, even though they're not really part of the episode, and you really just have them doing like the stop titles, that kind of thing. And that's really all they do for the episode, but you get to soup them up a little bit here and there, and the weapons do fit with them. I would think, oh yeah, a cybernetic Bebop and Rocksteady would have these ultra cool guns, right? So like I said, you pull out all the old ones, and you can recreate their creation in the cartoon, right? And they scale really nicely with the flesh and blood Bebop and Rocksteady, right? So they look good in that sense. It's just really funny how it kind of works out in the cartoon. Everyone's always sick of Bebop and Rocksteady, and then they just make cybernetic clones, which are equally as dumb as they are. NECA has made quite a few Bebop and Rocksteady figures, from the NECA Arcade Turtles in Time, Pirate Bebop and Rocksteady, to the usual Bebop and Rocksteady, all the way now to the robot Bebop and Rocksteady. And I'll tell you right now, I don't have the Bunny Bebop or Bunny Rocksteady because I'm a terrible Ninja Turtle collector, and it's a daily regret. I have to live with myself. That's just how it goes. If you want to pair them up with the Ninja Turtles, yeah, of course, they're going to tower over them, and they look great, because that's how it is in the cartoon. So overall, I'll tell you right now, there's a couple hiccups here and there, mainly with the articulation and kind of moving them around. You don't want to snap anything, break anything. I think the accessories are an A++. I like the attention to detail that they do. These are one-off molds. They fit great. They look good. Home run with these because they're a really, really deep cut, first of all, but you made them. And that's just what they do best. I love this Ninja Turtle line. So, as always, I am curious to know what you guys think about this new Mighty Bebop and Super Rocksteady, or whatever you want to call them. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything cartoon TMnT. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, just keep bringing them on. Just pile these things on. I love it. Love the deep cuts. Just keep them going. And there's plenty more characters to do. And when they do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.